Welcome to an episode of the Dragon Capture Jar, where I take a random dragon monster and talk about it off the cuff. So here is the jar, and this week it's caught us a fusion. The Destruction Dragon, another anime card, I think. Now, of course, this is during the Legendary Dragons arc. I guess that's what they call it in English, but I only seen the Japanese version, so you might have corrected me on that one, because I don't think the Japanese version had a special name for its arc. But anyway, this is one of those cards that you would summon with the Fang of Critias, and it's basically fusing with trap cards, I think, because that's what Critias would do. I do remember seeing the Mirror Force Dragon on the show. Destruction Dragon, I'm not 100% sure, but basically this needs the Fang of Critias and the Ring of Destruction. So we all know what Ring of Destruction does. It's a trap that if your opponent you target a monster card your opponent controls that has life points that's equal or less. Attack that has equal or less of your opponent's life points. You can destroy that card, and basically both you and your opponent take the damage. So yes, you can kill your opponent that way, especially if you're using other burn effects. But this one does not deal damage to you. So once per turn, you can target one card that your opponent controls, destroy it, and then if it was a monster card, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the original attack. So you can destroy any card apparently, but if it happens to be a monster, bam, they take the damage. Now, is it really worth your while to get this guy out when a Ring of Destruction would be faster? Well, in the rest of time, I don't think so. I think you're better off just activating the Ring of Destruction, even though you will take damage. But if you have a really good board built up, taking damage is not a big deal. Sometimes taking damage, inflicting damage to yourself, isn't always a bad thing. Now, I must say, though, this guy looks really, really cool. It basically looks like that card itself, the Fang of Critias, and he's essentially wearing armor. And yeah, when I think about it, there's not much else to say about that. It's just very metallic armor on the Fang of Critias, or Critias is the name of the dragon itself. But yeah, it's just armor. I don't see anything on him that resembles a Ring of Destruction. The Mirror Force Dragon, he looked like Critias, but his wings were spread out that looked like, kind of resembled like Mirror Force. You can tell that if you were to attack into him, bam, everything's gone. But all this guy has is just some flames, like red fire around him. So I guess that's the resemblance part of the Ring of Destruction. I don't know. I'm looking way too deep into this, but yes. Not a card I would use. I have used burn cards. Anyone who knows me, yes, I'm kind of a fan of burn decks. They're cheap, they're cheesy, and they're hilarious. But in Duel, Master Duel, yeah, I have used the Ring of Destruction, and to me, I'm perfectly okay with taking the damage, because if your board is built up really well, damage is not that big a deal. So yeah, now have any of you used this card though, like in a fan deck? Let me know in the comments below, and remember to be a good sport, to play the game, not the fame.